Good morning. We're standing here on the corner of 108th Street and 39th Avenue in Corona because we want to send a strong message to the MTA, because the MTA is railroading the future of many of the seniors that are here protesting this proposed MTA fare hike. The MTA is expecting New Yorkers to afford another added expense to their already strained budgets by proposing not one, but two fare hikes. One in 2009 for 8% and another in 2011 for 5%, for a grand total of 13%. We're talking about a possible 25-cent hike at first, and then we don't know what's going to happen afterwards. A 25-cent hike for seniors who are on a fixed income like those that are here today comes out to about an extra $10 a month, which means that they'll have to forego about 10 meals a month at a senior center since they pay about $1 for their meal. This translates to $120 a year, or about 120 meals per year. That is literally taking the food out of these seniors' mouths. The MTA is acting like a vacuum, sucking people's life force and money away. And that's why today we have this vacuum, because this is what the MTA is doing to New Yorkers. They're sucking money away. They're ruthlessly making people choose between paying their rents and mortgages on time, between families feeding their children or paying basic utility costs, because getting to work will be that much more expensive. In these tough economic times, where we're experiencing utility prices skyrocket, double digits increases, electricity bills are going up by 22%, water bills are going up by 14.5%, food prices overall has gone up 4.5%, gas has gone up about 10%, home heating oil has gone up 8% and expected to go up higher, milk has gone up 36%, wheat has gone up 90%. Eggs have gone up 25%. These are the bare necessities that we need to survive. Rents have gone up 4.5%. And it's expected that if oil prices continue to rise, the cost of basic household items beyond the food will go up another 5%. And if you take into account the foreclosures and the subprime loan crisis, which has dominated the press lately, because people are losing their homes, salaries are still flat. Salaries are still stagnant. Now, if you put all of that on top of a 13% MTA fare hike, the MTA, this is highway, or in this case, railroad robbery. And we have to say no to the MTA. The MTA is plagued with huge amount of problems, such as on-time issues. And even though just the other day, the much-anticipated strap hangers report card came out. Just 2 days ago, the number 7 train was not running for nearly 3 hours, leaving hundreds of people stranded for the destination. The MTA is also plagued with lack of clean trains and stations, safer staircases. This is why, in the last 4 years, we've been arguing and fighting with the MTA so that they can repair the train stations at 111th Street, on 90th Street, and 103rd. Just as an example, you can look behind me and you can notice the conditions of the tracks. You can look and see the peeling paint, the corrosion that affects not only the passengers' safety, but the passengers and the people's quality of life in the area. And this is what they want us to pay for? We don't think so. New York commuters are already paying more than any other commuters in any other state by paying 55% of the cost to run the subways and the buses. Boston commuters pay only 29%. Chicago commuters pay only 43%. LA and DC commuters pay 23% and 40% respectively. New Yorkers are already carrying a heavy load, and we need to make sure that the MTA is tightening up their belt. Now, Governor Patterson is calling us up for a special session. They want us to tighten up our belts. The MTA should do the same. They project a $900 million deficit, but they should consider increasing their revenues from their real estate portfolios, from their subway ads, and consider eliminating their redundant positions. Back in October 2004, a controller's report cited that over 2,100 jobs at 5 different MTA divisions in which workers were essentially performing the same duties. These jobs totaled $709 million a year at the time. Let's not forget that this is the same MTA, the same authority, that in 2003, both on a state and a city level, audits found that they had 2 different sets of books that hid more than $600 million to justify a fare hike.